Hello and welcome to another episode of DMTV, the place to be to take charge of your emotions and transform your life. Today's episode was recorded a few weeks ago when I spoke to Professor Kong from the University of Hong Kong. Richard is a professor in molecular biology and he has published extensive papers in the fields of microbiology and epigenetics. So Richard, can you tell me what has been the biggest challenge of your life?
The biggest challenge probably has been the fights that I've been having with my mother over a period of, 30 years. Because I had a very super controlling mother who thought I've never left home.
And what made that so awful for you?
Because it was an ongoing love-hate relationship between me and her. I think from the time that I was aware of that was from the age of 28 till the time when I was 50. Yeah.
So what was the lowest point of the whole episode for you?
I think it came to a point in time where I really got so frustrated by the arguments and fights that we've been having, and at one particular point I really wished that she would die, and I too became suicidal at some stage because I just felt that I could not take it anymore. Yeah, and I felt so much guilt about that. Yeah.
So did you get over that, Richard?
I did. In fact, I have been going to various sort of therapy to help me sort of get out of that depression, and it got better, and but we were sort of still fighting quite, verbally, quite on quite a regular basis, and I hated that, and. In fact, I tried to enroll her into some personal growth courses, but believe it or not, although it was very, very expensive, just the first day she left because she could not handle it. And somehow I sort of really sympathized with her, and I did not force her back into the classroom because she was like sick for an entire week just after the first day, So
what was the turning point for you? What turned you from suicide to I can sort this out?
Basically, it came to a point that it became so bad that I knew that I had to do something about it, and I was so grateful to this particular mentor of mine who sort of counseled me, and I just flipped to a state where I could sort of understand how and what my mother was feeling and why she was acting the way she did, because she had so much bottled up frustration, sort of broken dreams, shattered dreams, because my dad had, say, a number of wives, and because she was the first one, she was subjected to repeated times of, rejections, disappointments, again and again. Every time when a new woman appeared in his life. So I could understand that, and she was then grabbing onto me as a hope. In fact, she sort of like just moved her attention from my dad to me. So I felt stifled and suffocated.
So what did you learn from it, Richard? What did you learn from that whole experience?
Because I understood her position, so I could sympathize with the feelings that she was undergoing, or the feelings that she underwent, the frustrations that she underwent, and I'm sure she too was suicidal. on a number of occasions. And when it dawned upon me the suffering that she underwent, you know, it arose in me a lot of compassion and understanding. I think that was the turning point, because I really, really sort of could understand the suffering that she underwent, because I was suffering too, you see.
So you're a good man. So what was the gift in it then, Richard? What has been the gift for you?
The major gift for me through that particular experience is I have become a more understanding I can't remember what's the word for it. I've become a more understanding and a more tolerant and more patient person, and a more helpful person, I think, yes.
So what would you have wanted the younger you to know more than anything else?
That behind every tough situation, behind every challenge, there is a major gift.
Excellent.
There is a lesson about love.
Excellent.
Yes.
So what would you say today, Richard, to someone out there who might be now just like you were back then? What would you say to them?
There is hope, and all you need is basically to just shift your mind to look at the position of the people whom you're having problems with. Just see the world and see the situation from their eyes, and you will understand why they did the things they did, or why they acted and behaved the way they did, because they were suffering. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
And so finally, Richard, share your best wisdom in 4 words or less.
Just be yourself, and you know, just live and show the love that you know is in there for the people that you love, and you know, just give it your best.
Give it your best.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for this privilege.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much.